przede wszystkim myślę, że poziom energetyczny trochę wzrósł i mogłam faktycznie grać taką grę, która zaszkodzi Arynie, bo tak jak mówiłam już tej angielskiej części, ona jest taką zawodniczką, która lubi dominować, w tym drugim secie staram się wziąć trochę inicjatywy i wybić się poza tą strefę komfortu.
Congratulations. 3 tough sets, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Your thoughts on your performance tonight?
Well, for sure I felt a huge difference between the first set and the last two, and I'm really happy that I got my level of energy up a little bit. And yeah, Aryna made it difficult today for sure, and I felt like she was starting very solid, so it was hard to come back in third, but I'm really happy.
Just a reminder, there will be no press for Iga tomorrow, so if you have questions, take them tonight. Okay? Matt.
Hey, Matt, you spent like a fair amount of time today, whether it was on the sidelines or even on the court at times with your eyes closed, using points. So, what are you doing when you're doing that? What's going through your head? Are you visualizing stuff? What is that all about?
Honestly, I don't know if it was more than usual, but maybe. For sure, yeah, today for me, you know, I knew I need to be good at like anticipation and actually being ready for the serve and having like quick reactions. So yeah, between points I tried to kind of visualize for sure. And also just, you know, remember the 3 basic things that I need to focus on before the point. And I don't know, honestly, if my eyes were closed or not, but I tried to do the same stuff as with the match.
When it comes to making adjustments during the match, first set, try to think about how to change things, how to make things better moving forward. Could you explain a little bit how that thought process works for you? And also, is that something you think you are much better at than you used to?
For sure, that's basically the reason that I'm able to come back during last season and this season. And yeah, well, earlier I felt like my emotions kind of were taking over, and I was panicking a little bit when I was losing. So for sure, I grew up. I also learned a lot, and the work that I with Daria for sure helped. And yeah, right now it's just easier for me to actually logically think what I can change, and I feel like I have more skills to do that than just one type of way to play. So I'm pretty happy that it changed, because I think that's basically the most important thing on the highest level.
How do you describe it? What kind of challenges?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of challenges, because she's really solid player, and she's second in the race right now, and Wimbledon final she didn't get points for that, but it shows how much progress she has done. So she has different game style than most of the players. She has a great touch, so all these things mixed up. Yeah, she's just a tough opponent, so that's why probably our matches are always kind of physical and really tight, even though the scores maybe, I don't know what was the score in Rome, but I remember it as a really tight match anyway, because there were a lot of ads, I think. So yeah, she's just top of mind, and she fully deserves to be in the final. So I think it's going to be a great battle.
How will life mess up? What was it about tonight that maybe it's about that trust you were talking about before? Maybe explain that.
One more time, maybe.
About you seeking them all in, and the shots went in. So why did that happen?
I just feel like you have to do that kind of sometimes against Aryna, because she's playing she's trying to be really dominant, and she's playing really aggressively, and sometimes just maybe pushing her back a little bit is the best thing you can do, because when she's going to be, going forward, it's hard to stop her. So yeah, I need kind of to go all in to change the momentum a little bit in third set. So yeah.
Last two.
Yeah, it's a lot. It also gave me a lot after the fourth round, so it kind of gives you a little bit of that trust that we were talking about, that you can handle any situation that is out there. And yeah, maybe some just confidence that next time you know what skill to choose and what solution to have, kind of. So yeah, it's the best experience you can have for next time, for sure.
Any final question in English?
I don't know, honestly. I was actually thinking about that every time I basically watch Serena. I've never been in this situation, like being number one, being with this tournament, so it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to compare, but maybe a little bit, it took a little bit pressure off me. But for sure, just not playing well before also took some pressure off, so I mean, it's not like I was aiming to do that, but I'm pretty happy that I converted it positively.
And this time that you were very vocal about your game of the ball. And
Yeah.
I'm just
I feel like I'm a hypocrite.
no, but now you're in the final, and I'm curious, does that change your mentality a little bit about what you're capable of, irrespective of the position of the ball or the sport?
Yeah, actually, it did, and in Indian Wells I had a pretty similar situation because it's so dry out there that I had also a hard time controlling the ball. And at the end I did, and I played some 3-set matches, but still I was the one to win it. So it's something that I needed, that I didn't have when I was younger, to actually be able to sometimes, maybe not win ugly, but when you're not being 100% on. So it's great actually, because I feel like the best players out there who are able to do that are the biggest champions. So I'm also aiming to find out more and more often.
Yeah, that was all to set it up now is really meaningful. All your opponents knew that.
I don't know. It's not like I still, like it, but I feel like I got used to this different game style and actually being really focused on finishing the shots and everything. So yeah.
Thank you.
Wondering, have you gotten used to the noise? Obviously, you have a lot of fans who make a lot of noise, but also there's airplanes you can hear, and some people say they hear trains on Armstrong. Have you noticed all that, and does it take a while to get used to?
I did, for sure. I didn't know actually, because you always, when you talk about these stable, basically players are talking about the noise, and that is totally different than on any other slam. So I didn't know if I would be, so focused to handle it. But actually, these two matches proved that that my level of focus is so big that I can do that. So I'm pretty happy about that. But still, I heard it today. But it just, even when I was noticing it, I didn't want to kind of focus on that. I just, let it go, kind of the thought or the noise, and I think that's the best way to handle it. So, but yeah, we can hear it for sure.
WTA. After that second set, it's when and seemingly kind of having that momentum getting broken right away and falling into love. What were you telling yourself that you needed to do through that final set? And it seemed very methodical and very clear within watching kind of what you were trying to do. What the
Honestly, I knew I had nothing to lose basically, and I feel like Aryna served pretty well today, better than on our other matches. So I think just mentally maybe these two games that I lost kind of helped me to get back on ground and realize that I still should have low expectations, even though the second set was pretty dominant. So I tried to actually, I don't know, I think I backed out a little bit maybe on return, but I just went all in, and this time it actually gave me a lot of the balls that I played went in, so I'm pretty happy because I feel like we were both kind of sometimes risking, because the pace was really high. So yeah.
I'm wondering if both throughout the year and throughout this tournament, where you've had to kind of get out of a couple of tricky situations now, spoke about how the conditions weren't your favorites and all everything, your level of trust in yourself to kind of overcome all of those things, if that's changed at all from the beginning of the majors.
That's a really good question. I feel like my level of trust should be for sure higher, but still, yeah, I'm the kind of person who's not yet trusting myself. I feel like I trust myself for sure on clay and maybe on slower surfaces, and here I try just to accept that maybe sometimes I'm not gonna trust myself, and I still need to prove myself in a couple of matches, maybe against heavy hitters to see how it's gonna go, and maybe come back a couple more times. But maybe I'm the kind of person who's never gonna trust myself, so I don't care actually. It's not like it's something like negative for me for sure. Like having doubts is not nice, but I also find it pretty motivating to actually try to get better and try to find new skills to get as close to this trust as possible.
On that point, on the biggest question, do you then, how do you feel then to be a major final at a tournament where maybe you weren't trusting yourself as much and you didn't necessarily come into the tournament with the confidence level that you had earlier in the season?
I just feel like the work that I did pays off, and I feel like even though I lost the tournament systematically early, you're gonna kind of have your chances, and you have to be ready during that time to actually use them and not be held on after, I don't know, some losses that you had. So I'm pretty happy that in this tournament I just was kind of fresh mentally to actually use the chances. And I'm pretty happy that even though maybe I wasn't feeling 100% perfectly from the beginning of the tournament, I was still able to get better and better and to play a really solid game, because it's the best thing basically. Like on clay, I feel just perfect, So, but for me, actually winning when I'm not playing perfectly, it's the best kind of, thing and best feeling, and it's the satisfaction to be. Przede wszystkim myślę, że poziom energetyczny trochę wzrósł i mogłam faktycznie grać taką grę, która zaszkodzi Arynie, bo tak jak mówiłam, że te angielskie części ona jest taką sobiczką, która lubi dominować. W drugim secie starałam się wziąć trochę inicjatywy i wybić się poza tą strefę komfortu, więc to był mój cel i cieszę się, że to się udało.
Z Regulą rozmawialiśmy o tym, przygotował teraz swoją stronę. Dzisiaj Sabalenka bardzo była pierwszym. To pierwszym wtedy zaczął świetnie chodzić od drugiego seta.
Szczerze mówiąc, nie uważam, żeby serwis szwankował podczas meczu z Pogłą, tylko proszę zwrócić też uwagę na nasze statystyki returnu, bo returnowałyśmy świetnie i bardzo mało returów wysyłyśmy. A dzisiaj przede wszystkim ja starałam się skupić na takich technicznych rzeczach i wiedziałam, że ja nie jestem jakby też zawodniczką, która właśnie, nie wiem, gra dużo asów, tak jak Aryna, i raczej staram się po prostu wprowadzić piłkę w kort i podczas akcji zrobić swoją robotę.
Przed meczem ja w korytarzu, która trwa na pierwszy dotyk, to będzie ok. Tak naprawdę wyczuła się.
Tak, generalnie no, mimo tego, że jest sporo stresu i wiecie, 2 tygodnie na szlemie cały czas koncentrowany jest wymagające, to jak przychodzi już ten moment, gdzie wchodzi na kort, to mam sobie dużo właśnie takiej motywacji i nastawienia do tego, żeby po prostu patrzeć niezależnie od tego, jaki będzie wynik, więc tak czułam.
Ons spędziła dzisiaj około 60 minut pracy więcej. Tunezyjczyk na świetnie, a chcieliśmy się zapytać, jak będzie wyglądała regeneracja?
Tak samo jak zawsze, cieszę się, że też miałam okazję tutaj zagrać już mecz night session, bo już wiem właśnie jak się zregenerować do finału, ale generalnie no, to nie jest tak, że liczymy każdą minutę, to trzeba pozostać mimo wszystko tym wszystkim człowiekiem. Mam czas, żeby się wyspać i to mam zadowolony, więc nie przejmuję się tym.
Też to jest to, bo kapitan służył zwycięstwo też było efektowne, gra. Cieszysz się z tego, że był ten show?
Tak, jak najbardziej. Też kibicom bardzo się podoba, więc to daje dużo satysfakcji, a ja cieszę się, że po prostu mogę grać w tenis.
Chyba nie.
Chyba nie.